What up, Dokkaners? We're going to be talking about the upcoming content that we've got coming up for this second half of the part 2. Basically, the final batch of stuff leading up until the countdown week for GDC. But before we start with that, I wanted to talk about the Kid Buu medal situation. So a lot of us last night, when we saw this, thought that this was a simple misprint, a simple error. But it's been now, what, 8 hours? More than that? And no correction has been made. So this actually might just be what it's supposed to be. Now, I wasn't even thinking of this. I wasn't even aware of this. But this could be intentional because of the duplicitous nature of this crossover character. It didn't even cross my mind. When we had the Dragon Ball FighterZ cross promotion, there was some wonkiness going on, but that also made sense because it was a crossover. They were cross promoting Dragon Ball FighterZ and giving that character a pseudo Dokkan festival in Dokkan, right? And then a couple years ago, actually, wait, do I even have it in the sacred timeline here? I might not. But, you know, a few years ago, we had the Dokkan festival, I think it was during the holiday season, where Android 21 released as a winter celebration. Now, for the FighterZ one, it made sense. It was because of the FighterZ like cross promotion. This one, I don't specifically remember if it was for some cross promotion, but this one even had its own Dokkan event. So you would think with this character requiring its own Dokkan medal to Dokkan Awakening, same with the Freaky 21, both would require an Extreme Z Awakening medal that also utilized the same design. But it could be because of licensing expiration and whatnot that they don't. But see, my counter to this is, if it's a licensing issue, why can't we get the heroes characters to EZA using, I don't know, Perfect Cells medals? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. So it's weird. It's inconsistent in my ignorant mind. So I don't know what's going on. So if you have any, more theories about this, feel free to chime in the comments. But this could very well actually be what they intended. And I was trying to, at the time, be a little smart and reverse engineer this just to see if there are any other characters that also got Extreme Z Awakenings with these medals. And it's just the Kid Buus. So there was a theory circulating that, oh my God, does this mean that LR Kid Buu is coming for GDC? No, doesn't mean anything. But I will say the fact that it's Kid Buu is interesting. If it's going to be anything, why is it not like, I don't know, Fat Buu? Why is it Kid Buu? Is that a plot point in Xenoverse that I'm not aware of? That actually might be a thing, because I don't know. I'm a fraud. I don't know anything about Xenoverse or FighterZ or wherever. What is she from? Is she from Xenoverse or is she from FighterZ? No, she's from FighterZ, right? Whatever, man. I don't know. So yeah, that's the situation. Chime in down below. Let me know what you think with this whole thing. But hey, the point is they're getting EZAs. And also another thing that I failed to consider when we were talking about the EZAs was whether or not the Android 21 fits under Arinsu's leader skill. Because AGL Android 21 is a Dokkan festival, I was kind of thinking about her as a lead, but I failed to consider she fits under Arinsu's leader skill. And Arinsu is a demonic power, right? Because she is a Glind. So she's got this, which means AGL 21 is actually gonna boost her up quite nicely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is I'm not 100% on board. Like I said in my other video, I'm a little concerned about the defensive side, but I feel like offensively she's going to be very gifted, so we will see. Also, a couple of people on Twitter have been talking about it, so let me just quickly show what they have to say. I don't want to show anything depressing, so here we go. Android 21 not getting her own EZA event is genuinely crazy. It's so clearly a rights issue. Definitely I agree, but it's very funny. That's got to be a mistake. They gave her a Dokkan event but couldn't bother giving her an Extreme Z battle. We got to see what happens. It could have just been a mistake. Yeah, I mean, if it were a mistake, I feel like they would have fixed it. But again, my only retort to this is if it's intentional, then why the hell can't we get the heroes EZAs? That just boggles my mind. And if anything, right now, if these two are getting EZAs, This is the perfect time to release some Heroes ECAs. And again, use some random characters' medals. Nobody's gonna fault you for it. Nobody's gonna be upset. In fact, everybody will be happy because you made good of a weird situation. That's all I gotta say. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the new events coming up. Oh wait, sorry, one more point. Look at these. What did they use to Dokkan Awaken? Look at this. See this, the inconsistency is crazy. Android 17, Ranger 17's Dokkan event is what was used to Dokkan Awaken Android 17. This dude, same deal, also with some Super Strike in there. But then this guy had his own Extreme Z Awakening medals, but this happened 3 years after Fighters. And same with this one, happened 3 years after Fighters. What gives? This is why you can never predict Dokkan, because you'll see all sorts of crazy stuff like this. It could very well be a licensing thing, but when you see the inconsistencies in the past, it's just so hard to pinpoint what they're doing or why they're doing it, you know? So yeah, little food for thought. Let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming content coming up. I don't think this is going to be dropping tonight, which I certainly hope not, because Legends got its new summons, so I'd like it to be tomorrow. Honestly, they should be very mindful about major content drops for either games happening on the same time. It's kind of stupid, but whatever, it's just my opinion. So we got new missions coming up for the Ultimate Red Zone, and we have even more missions coming up for Red Zone and Blue Zone DLC. Extra missions related to Blue Zone, Red Zone DLC will be available. Take on the missions with teams you can take pride in and aim to complete them. Now, I'm not sure if this is necessarily Android 21 related or if this is more so GDC related, because they don't specify which Red Zone DLC, which Blue Zone DLC. They just generalize it, and they're giving EX missions to both. Seems like a pretty time-consuming activity, which kind of begs the question, if it's an all-encompassing set of missions, can we sort of extrapolate any sort of an idea what the GDC celebration could be like? I think the answer is no. I think that's the point of this. Because if they were to narrow it down to, like, you know, Red Zone or Blue Zone DLC Daima, Red Zone DLC, I don't know, just for argument's sake, Demonic Power, that could either imply it's just to support Android 21, or it could be implying something Demonic Power related is coming up for GDC, or Daima related is coming up. But because it's a broad, generalized set of missions, I think it's going to be dipping its toes into all sorts of different red zones and blue zones, of which we have quite a few. And I think we'll just be getting a couple here and there. Kind of like another red zone series, only it's just the missions and it's a smaller quantity, but they're going to be more demanding. I think ultimately with these missions, it's not going to be too bad. I think these are the ones that are going to be more demanding. But remember, they're EX missions. EX missions, high difficulty, low yield. Okay, low yield. I was trying to say low yield and I said yield. So I think, I mean, well, you normally get 3 Dragon Stones per set of EX missions. Also, with EX missions, you get rainbow tickets. Is that what they're doing? Are they trying to give us no. It's not. We've already done the rainbow tickets. What are they playing at? Interesting. I want to pull up all the red zones and blue zones. So here's the blue zone DLC. Here's blue zone DLC. There's blue zone DLC. There's blue zone DLC. Battle of Gods. Yep, we got that one. Blue zone, blue zone, blue zone, blue zone. Universe of Saga. Okay. These are all of the blue zone DLCs, and I believe it's from latest to earliest. So we got Daima. We got nope, that's not true. Tree of Might, Battle of Gods, Five Guys, and Universe Survival Saga. So with all of these, that's a total of 15 stages. No, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 stages. Okay. What if we get an EX mission for each of them? That would actually be a ton of stones. That actually might be what this is. Oh. And I think we have about the same for Red Zone, because we got 1, 2, 3. This isn't coming back. This Universe one is not coming back. 2. Oh, wait a minute. That might be it. There's nothing else, is there? Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, never mind. We actually might get the Xenoverse one, because that would just be 3 Red Zone DLCs. And then among these, I guess we'll count those. Pretty sure it's 9. Let's see. So Red Zone, 3 stages. GT, 3 stages. Xenoverse, 4 stages. So 10 stages for Red Zone DLC. That's if they include the crossover. But again, ooh, rates and stuff. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. This will be a fun and interesting second half of part 2. You know, there have been a couple of days where time sort of stood still, but I gotta say, in general, this was another pretty decent monthly celebration. Wouldn't y'all agree? Like, that's, in recent memory, having a Dokkan Fest and a part 2, like a part 1, part 2, have as much as it did, it's actually kind of impressive. Am I being a little too forgiving here? I feel like in the last few months, we have had a couple of monthly celebration bangers. That's weird, because it's just weird. That's not how it's supposed to be. I don't know if that means good things, good news for GDC, or if that means bad news, because maybe this is where they peaked. Maybe they realized this is lightning in a bottle here, and they got close to replicating it here, and now they're about to fumble and utterly botch in execution GDC. I don't know. But between all of those events, it's actually kind of hard to do a Dragonstone approximation because we just have no idea how many stones. Extra missions are related to Red Zone, Blue Zone DLC will be available. Take on the missions with the teams you can take pride in and aim to complete them. So until we get the data download, we will not know for sure, but it should be fun. And we will attempt these events live. We will do probably multiple, we'll probably like finish this one all in one video, this one all in one video, because man, if I were to spam each and every event separately, that would probably actually kill my channel. I don't think I want that. So anyway, there you go. That's all we got for right now. This, of course, plus the EZAs. And of course, you still have the, what is it called? The Fatty and the Glutton or something. You guys should be doing that every day. I have been going all in on red. So I'm going all in on the 20% to get a big payout, which means you should go for the blue one, because anything I choose ends in failure. So yeah, do what you gotta do. Although I should mention Team Vegeta, okay? Y'all were like, I don't want to join Toon's team. And by doing so, all you haters joined the losing side. All the true believers united in the cause, and we won. All right? So crazier things have happened. I don't know. Do we want to say like 50 stones coming up for all this stuff? Maybe. I'm not going to put that in the title. I'm just going to say tons of content. Lots of content. Great amounts of content. A heaping, helping heave of massive. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on all the stuff that we got coming up. What do you think they're going to be doing with these with these Red Zone, Blue Zone DLC stages in terms of all these EX missions? Do you think every single stage is going to get something? Do you think it's going to be picking and choosing, just like the highest difficulty one, the end, like the final stage of each one? How many stones do you think we'll be getting in approximation with all this stuff? Do you think that this little content drop will dictate, or at least suggest, what the upcoming GDC is going to be? Do share your thoughts, your conspiracy theories in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff doing. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.